I met up with Michael and we said, what can we do about these signs and what can we do to make things better? And Michael suggested, let's have a Cassowary Awareness Day in Kuranda. Well, from little things, big things grow, and it just got out of control, and all of a sudden I decided, let's make a state day, let's go national, let's make it a World Cassowary Day. And I was pleased to find out that there's actually many world days, and some of them are just ridiculous and they don't even warrant to be a day. But this World Day, World Cassowary Day, is really significant. And there are two people who've really done outstanding work to help me. One of them is Bill Cooper, who provided me this wonderful image. Iconic cassowary picture, and he's a real bird lover. He's been writing books since 1967. He and his wife Wendy have produced fantastic books on botany, and I asked Bill, I suppose I'd be way too hard to ask to get one of these, and he said, no, not a problem, you can have it, I'll just roll up the print and send it to you. And it's just been an absolutely fantastic endorsement. What a beautiful picture, what a fantastic artist. He's a living treasure. David Attenborough says that Bill is the greatest painter of scientific birds alive today in the world. And with images like that, I don't think that's hard to dispute. And the other person I really want to thank is Michael Trout, because Michael Trout has been sticking by me. He's been helping, been allowing me resources and collateral. I've been taking up lots of Susie's time to get this going. He's never wavered on the event. So I would like to present the cassowary that I took to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's very important to me. But for all the work you've done, I'm not a rich man, so I can't give you lots of money, Michael, but I certainly can give you something that's treasure to me. And if you want to come and accept Karl the cassowary, and you take good care of him. And as the cassowaries float around from region to region, I would like you to, take care of him until it comes back around to our area to host it again. And I'm sure that in the meantime, we've got great things happening. Mark's got the Cassowary Fun Run happening, lots of cassowary stuff, and I'm sure you've got some things you'd like to say about what we're going to do for cassowary conservation. Thanks so much for that.
Well, if everyone had the enthusiasm of Paul Webster, we wouldn't have an issue today. But it was interesting, some 6 months ago, we held a forum up here in Kuranda about the Kuranda Range Road. I expected the only issue would be that we want it wide or we want a tunnel or something else, and what they were at the forefront as well. But what was very clear was the fact that we have an endangered species and we've got a major highway that runs through their habitat. And so it was an issue of rubbish, tourists and other people were putting out the sides of roads. And so the people of Kuranda got off their bum, led by Kuranda Tourism, and went down there with Paul and others to pick up the rubbish along the highway. And so I think that from this is a grassroots campaign. This is being proactive. Most times you'll see the media and there's a chick being run over and that's reactive and they want someone to fix it. Well, we can fix this. We can certainly put pressure on state and federal governments. But what you need, first of all, is a groundswell of support from the local community that we want to preserve this bird, because as Andrew said before, this bird is a part of the ecology. They help spread the seed on the floor of the forest, and we're the ones that are intruding on their area, and we need to make sure that we are part of the of fixing this going forward. We'll double our population in the next 30 or 40 years in North Queensland, and that puts more pressure on them. So we need to make sure that we are successful, firstly, in a Kuranda-led grant for everyone's environment. I'll lobby very hard for that to make sure that we do get that for this area, and that'll be some great signage. But that's just one small part. We need to then make sure that we are, as a community, lobby our governments to make sure that we have the resources in place to help conserve this very, very special bird. And as was reported in the Cairns Post today, that there's less cassowaries in the world than there's panda bears, and yet they have the world's attention. So we now need to make sure the world's attention is on our cassowary with less than 1,000 birds. So I would very much like to work with all agencies and the Kuranda people to make sure that we, into the future, can conserve such a species that's amongst us. So thank you, everyone. And Paul, big accolades to you, mate. You must, your enthusiasm is second to none. And when we need people like you that drive these issues, and I look forward to working with you in the future, and also Mark, with your Kuranda Day coming up, to put the focus right on Cassowary Day. That is the most successful weekend we have on the shoulder periods of tourism, where locals come here, and I think that we can educate a lot of the locals that then spiral out to the world. And everyone else with media here, fantastic, because we need to get this message worldwide. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you.